His head's above water, his mind submerged in deep thoughts. God talks to his spirit, his flesh tends to eavesdrop. He doesn't want to lose God's presence like Eve's Christmas, but every time he flows in the spirit, he suffers from seasickness. Countless times he reads about the death of the son. He read about the creation of new sons by the death of just one. But every time the son calls him, he wants to just run. What's the point of giving a coward a brave heart? I guarantee you he'll end it with the same start. Designed to walk on top of water, but he wants to stay in the ark. In this oceans of emotion, endless motion, and he's hoping that when devotion hits, his emotion gets peaceful like an ocean's drift. A happily ever after. Some believe that's a fictional place, but his desire for an ocean's drift is based upon his original state. Drifting. 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 This drift was neither swift nor aimless, yet it contained this intense intent to just be aware. Awareness, existing in its purest form as it conforms to perfection, like God's perception of the universe is uniform. It's a perfect fit. United in silence. No knees, nor eyes, no fingers pointing, just bodies joining, no oxygen, genders, no winters. I remembers each member was united in silence. A soundless harmony as love echoed through the space of the outer. Can't ignore it, must explore it. The custom-made orbits in sync to make a gorgeous chorus. We know it as the universe. One sound. Amplify and magnify this one sound to find an individual note. It's just a vapor, a mist, adrift and somewhat like an abyss filled with light and bliss, soothing and peaceful like a kiss from God's lips. Savor the taste of paradise. The way was milky. Gently down the stream it went, completely content with the content in its conscience. This old soul floats so low throughout the cosmos. Gazing at each and every passing star as they presented a window into heaven, a peephole to peek through to see that God has no equal, no evil can sustain his light, his might is unmatched. The very essence of his presence rattles the foundation of existence. You have no choice but to bow down to his majesty as his power goes to and fro from galaxy to galaxy to galaxy. Dazzling twinkles from the stars as they blink. Like God's eyes, they hypnotize this soul. It never wants to leave, it's in perfect peace. Countless times it witnessed the death of a son. It witnessed the creation of new sons by the death of just one. Birth and death are just one. No such thing as over, so each supernova gave glory to Jehovah. Witness his power. Every hour, minute, second, God's looking at his reflection and he says to himself, we have work to do. This very intention turns the ignition on the mission for this soul. He sends it to planet Earth with many purposes, but to fulfill one goal. This soul races through outer space like an asteroid, a comet, but it's not going empty-handed. It's bringing a promise, but deep down in its conscience, it doesn't want to leave. So finally, God gave permission for this soul to speak. And the soul said, Father, you want to send me away to planet Earth, form me out of dirt, and speak truth to the masses, to a sinful generation whose disobedience shook the planet off its axis? My God. Then God gently replied back, my beloved, you will never experience my absence. I will equip you with keys providing divine access. You will have a heavenly and a manly sound. Because you won't only address the church, but you also will address the earth because you are my hand-me-down. I'm sending you to a new place. You will experience brokenness. You will experience betrayal. You will experience abandonment. You will experience hell. You will experience guilt. You will experience sorrow. Weeping may endure for many nights, but I will always come tomorrow. I'm sending you to a new place. I'm going to mold you into perfection by using pressure and tension. And in this foreign place, you must take your faith to a new dimension. To a new dimension. See, there's a difference between faith and belief. In order for faith to occur, you have to have lack of proof. So you will constantly look for me through religion and traditions, but you will only find me in truth. As God continued to speak light to this thought had a concentrated focus. Thus it followed the path of Jesus. It manifested into a fetus because the earth was crying, feed us. And the next thing you know, it's a boy.